Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On today's show, we talk about a possible Destiny sequel coming to the Nintendo NX, fraternal baby daddy drama, and we answer the question, do whales have accents? Then, for our main topic, we recast our picks for some of 2016's biggest movies. The Prime Show starts now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hub 32 Prime Show, your favorite YouTube video podcast. My name is David Sieber, and to my left is Mr. Aaron Kirby. How you doing, Aaron?
Hello.
Hola. If this is your first ever Prime Show, let me tell you how this works. We put together a handful of possibly lesser-known news topics for you, and something we like to call the checklist. These news topics can range from anything from tech news, cooking, entertainment, drama,
whatever you
like. Put together a handful of those, and then we dive into our main topic. And today's main topic, we're going to recast a few of 2016's most popular movies and put our picks in for what actors we think would be best to see in these movies.
And if you haven't figured it out yet, Anthony's not on today's show.
Oh, yes.
He's off being a mother.
Yes, so Anthony is KIA right now. KIA? AFK. That's what I was going for. He's not dead.
He's killed in action.
Alright, so, jumping right into the checklist here. Aaron, you want to go first or you want me to go?
Go first.
Alright. I'm going to start with my favorite one here. A study. First seeing this on D News. But the actual study came from, pull it up here. It was published on the Royal Society Open Science. Royal Society Open Science. Summary of the study. Won't get all technical on you here, but basically found that sperm whales and orcas actually have very distinct languages.
Sperm. Sorry, I was channeling Anthony.
Yes, thank you. I feel like I go one show without that. But sperm whales actually have a unique language outside of what we're familiar with. So whales in general have a base language, just like, let's say, for instance, English. So they have their base language, but they did a study of a collection of orcas from, I believe it was like the region off the coast of Spain, and compared them to whales from another region of the planet, and found that there's slight variations in that base language. And the best way to compare it to it is as if you took someone from America that speaks English and you took someone from the UK that speaks English. There's a discernible accent. So they determined that whales have accents. They're referring to it as codas, though. C-O-D-A. So it's just little differences that they can tell off the base of their languages that they form in packs. So they can be able to tell very distinctly whales that migrate where they possibly have migrated from based on this language.
And who they're migrating with.
Yes. They also found that orcas have a similar linguistic ability. I believe they had taken 10 orcas and put them in captivity and separated half of them and put them with bottlenose dolphins, and found that over time they actually adapted to the bottlenose dolphins' way of speaking with the clicks and hums and everything else, and adapted to that so they could actually speak to the dolphins. So I thought that was pretty interesting. There's very few animals that have adaptive language. So
I speak dolphin.
I was about to do a dolphin impression, and then I heard it in my head, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, jump into yours for you here.
So this is from thepeople.com, or just people.com, I'm not sure. But twins in Vietnam are discovered to have different fathers after a DNA test. It's a Vietnamese couple took their 2-year-old fraternal twins in, so they're fraternal, they're not identical, for DNA testing, and discovered that they have the same mother, but 2 different fathers. And the family was kind of pushing for them to go in and have this done because one of the children had thick and wavy hair and the other had thin and straight hair. So they were like, hey, what's going on with that? And so even though this is the first reported case of bi-fraternal twins in Vietnam. Actually, a woman in New Jersey had the same thing happen to her last May 2015 when she was trying to apply for some benefits from the man that she claimed that was the father to get, child support. They had to do a DNA test just to determine that the kids were theirs or his. And they actually found out the same thing, that he was only the father of one of the children, that the other twin had a different father. And basically, while it's rare, obviously, but at Mount Sinai Hospital, one of the doctors that they talked to, Dr. Keith Edelman, basically said that it can happen because a woman's egg has a lifespan of 12 to 48 hours, and a sperm is viable for 7 to 10 days.
Oh,
so it
wow.
makes it possible that 2 different eggs can be fertilized by sperm from 2 different men during that same ovulation period.
I thought it was much shorter for sperm, actually.
7 to 10 days, according to this article here.
Wow.
The that's a little longer on the egg than I would have thought. 12 to 48 hours. So apparently, Mama been getting busy.
So that had to have been within
It's a very
a day
small
or two.
window.
Yeah.
It's a very small window that this could actually happen in both cases, and you got to strike gold twice.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's like, I don't know what the probability is, but that's kind of like winning the lottery or.
You're learning something about your mom right there.
So,
one of those, if those guys feel slightly less comfortable with the fact that you can guarantee a time-wise when the last guy had to have been in there. He's like, this is slightly warmer than usual.
that's disgusting.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's like putting another cake in the oven that's already baking a cake.
They're Eskimo buddies, man. That's how it goes, right? Oh man. All right, so for our next one here, probably our more popular story. If the whales didn't catch you and the Eskimo buddies didn't catch you, the possible Destiny sequel coming to the Nintendo NX might. So this comes off of a bit of a rumor mill here, but it's a rather at least well-trusted one. Comes from Gino, and he has been proven to be reliable at least recently, leaking information about the announcement of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now he's announced various other things that have been proven correct as far as leaks. He comes out stating that that Activision is in talks with Nintendo to bring the new Destiny sequel to their new Nintendo NX console.
Which I am personally excited for. Not about the Destiny. I couldn't really care about that. Although I did see the gameplay trailer, which looked kind of cool.
For what?
But I'm more excited about the Nintendo NX. The NX.
Gameplay trailer for what?
For the first Destiny.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, the Nintendo NX is shaping up to be an actual competitor for Xbox One.
Right, they're actually
and
saying it
PlayStation
could
4.
outpace
both consoles.
both
Xbox
consoles,
One
the
and PS4,
Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So,
which
kind of makes sense because it would be the new kid on the block, and you got to have the new shiny thing.
If they don't, they're screwed.
But yeah, if it's total just shit,
Yeah.
then Nintendo's done.
Now, it wasn't Nintendo that put out the rumors that it was going to be that powerful, but in general, if they don't put out something that's actually going to seriously compete against these two consoles, I think Nintendo's done as far as consoles.
Just pack it up.
Yeah.
Start re-releasing the 64.
I would so freaking
If
buy
they
that.
redid a 64, I would be the first in line for that.
Oh man, just give me it like a Chromecast, like a little
Even
dongle
like a
and just
new-
plug in my computer with all the Nintendo.
Even if they did like
64 games.
a new Super Nintendo, that'd be kind of cool too.
that would-
Well,
I mean,
not the first Nintendo, but the Super Nintendo 64 like combo pack, because they both use cartridges.
already has it, but it's another company that does it. But if you got a Nintendo sanctioned one, they could do some cool things. But anyway, back to Destiny. The name at least has been given, according to this leak, is Beyond Destiny. For all those Greg Miller fans out there, Beyond. Sorry about that. But it's being called Beyond Destiny, and Activision have been in talks with Nintendo supposedly to bring this to the system. Possibly, they're saying during fall of 2017, which seems a bit far away, but seeing how they're still... I mean, Destiny 1's still rolling out DLC. I think,
Well, it's probably still in development too.
yeah, of course. But I mean, with the first game still rolling hard, there's no reason to push out the game really too quick. So, but the NX is supposed to come out this fall holiday season.
I'm not sure.
So, I mean, it could be interesting. But I mean, if the NX comes out and we haven't heard anything about Destiny, we can pretty much make a guess on how, if the quality of the NX is not living up to the quality that we've heard in these rumors, sure as hell aren't going to see a Destiny sequel, because I don't think Activision is going to throw out money to do a port for a console that's not going to live up to what people expect from it.
Touch on what we talked about in one of our other Primecasts about hoping that Nintendo branches out and gets third-party companies to come in and start developing games for the consoles again.
Correct, yeah.
So
bringing in Activision...
That of itself is a big kind of thing.
Big step forward, yeah. Bringing in Activision is a definite way of making some money for this console that a lot of people are a bit skeptical about.
Tell them about the tweet.
Yes.
Which is what brought all basically this about.
True. So this comes as an update from Bungie's Eric Osborne. And I'll pull it up here real quick. Now, people are kind of stripping this apart and giving their views on whether they think it's a way of debunking this rumor or of confirming it. So Eric Osborne says on Twitter, after a few fun years in the industry, I am well beyond, with a capital B there, beyond rumor and speculation. I wish you were number two. So this could be either one of two things. Either this could be his subtle hints at referencing to Beyond Destiny by capitalizing it and putting a 2. Or this could be him accidentally hitting a shift key or a spell correct. And
you only have 140 characters. He might have been, I don't know how many characters are there, but he could have been running out of characters.
Exactly.
He probably lamented out a whole book before this and then had to shrink it down to that.
So, I mean, you can look into it as much as you'd like. I'd like to think that they reached out, because that was one of the things I've been hearing about, is that they want to reach out to more third-party developers, and grabbing Activision and a game as big as Destiny would be a hell of a step forward for them, especially something that's, could come out in the first year of the NX's release would be amazing.
That would be a huge game to kind of really kick off the Nintendo NX, yeah.
The other thing was that they were talking about something about the multiplayer ability of it, allowing it to play local and online multiplayer between units at the same time. They don't really specify exactly what this means. Some people are saying that perhaps the NX units can connect to each other within one household. But again, that's not necessarily confirmed.
If it goes through walls, like you could do, like your neighbor,
basically
in an apartment building. Like if you lived in an apartment building, you have somebody up on the third floor, second floor that has one. You could just link to theirs, maybe.
Yeah, so
that'd be
like
kinda cool.
Almost like LAN without needing an actual connection of any kind. So again, I suppose
it's a new way to get to know your neighbors.
Yeah, forgot to specify this comes from GameRant.com, but I'm sure it was posted in a lot of different places. But this is going to wrap up today's checklist, brought to you by whoever wants to sponsor us is Hub 32. Feel free to actually come over and sponsor us. You can no.
Skittles. Send us a shit ton of Skittles.
Sour Skittles.
Or
all
don't
right.
now.
I like sour Skittles. All right. So rolling on into our main topic here. Recasting some of 2016's biggest movies. Starting off here. I'll throw out some of my list here. We're going to start with 007. Now, there hasn't been a new 007 movie announced. Spectre was the last one that came out. Who is the actor?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. It's been more or less completely confirmed that Daniel Craig is done.
The production company really wants him back. The studio really wants him back. He's working on I think it's like a 13-part miniseries or something right now that's going to take up to like a year and a half for him to complete. So if he does come back, which like I said, the studio really wants him to come back, the next James Bond movie, which they wanted to release, I believe, summer of 2017, would then probably get pushed back to either summer of 18 or fall of 18.
Yeah.
But like I said, and they're willing to do that to bring Daniel Craig back. But he, in a different article, said that he doesn't really want to play him again, but he might be willing to play him at least one more time. So they're already sort of looking for another actor anyway if they want to stay with their timeline. But it really seems like they're flexible on the timeline. So anyway.
Yeah, it seems like they're most likely going to recast because you were telling me they were already looking at some actors.
Right. The front runner right now is Tom Hiddleston, which is the guy who plays Loki in the Thor movies, or most well known as Loki in the Thor movies and Avengers movies and all that kind of stuff.
I could kind of see him.
He's got that kind of suave sort of look to him. He's most notably for villains in most of his movies, but. Yeah. He's kind of got that suave look to him in a tux, and he could probably pull it off. I think he might be a good one, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
So my picks, at least, and Aaron is definitely going to hate me on these ones. My first pick for a future 007 movie, as far as who's going to play 007, is Brad Pitt.
Love it. Great. Perfect actor for 007. Brad Pitt, yes. 100%.
You're an asshole there.
Yeah, no. Okay, first off, what is Brad Pitt? He's American, right?
Yes.
Okay. No. Because James Bond has to be British, at least Irish, Scottish, or at minimum Australian. He's got to have that same type. I don't want to hear Brad Pitt doing some weak-ass, lame attempt at a British accent.
No, wait. Like, we could bring over this, the new generation of 007, the new generation of kids that didn't see Sean Connery and didn't see all the other earlier 007s, see Brad Pitt come in. Still hot, still sexy, come in, a little older. So he's got
So we're getting rid of Sean
years.
Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan,
they're all
Daniel
dead.
Craig.
That whole division,
all of them are just gone. All British, Scottish, Irish actors.
That whole division of 007s are all dead.
The CIA sends, MI5 or
The beginning of the movie.
MI5,
The beginning of the movie. The scene opens up. The camera pans up. It's a graveyard. And Brad Pitt's walking in, and they zoom across the tombstones, and it's all the names of all the 007s across. Just the actors. So they don't even say that.
It's like a foreign exchange student program, but for spies now.
Yes. They can even tie in Fight Club. So they found him after the Fight Club ring, and he's still, depending on how you want to interpret the end of Fight Club, he's not arrested, technically.
I've never seen Fight Club, actually.
You've never seen Fight Club? Oh, my God.
No.
So you have no appreciation for Brad Pitt, then?
No. He's from Oklahoma No.
The best spies come from Oklahoma, all right?
Yeah.
My second pick is Bruce Willis.
I would prefer Keira Knightley to Brad Pitt playing 007.
Camera pans up. Keira Knightley's walking through a graveyard.
If we're gonna go stupid actors, let's make James Bond female, and we'll just have Jane Bond.
I would be okay with them.
I would be okay with that if they wanted to remake that, but Brad Pitt, no.
Do they still refer
Bruce Willis? No.
Do they still refer to each of the 007s as James Bond in every movie? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think Bruce Willis could be good.
No. And he's getting older anyway.
He is.
You need a young
Sean Connery's old.
Yeah, but he didn't play him.
Except
for Never Say Never Again, but that wasn't a sanctioned one.
Oh, okay.
They always play him when they're young. You need a young, suave James Bond. You don't need a guy with a walker coming out trying to fire off a PPK.
You get Sean Penn. Camera pans up. Sean Penn's walking through a gate. Okay, next.
You get Ian McKellen. You get Sir Ian McKellen to come out and play James Bond.
Okay. Next
Elton John. You get Elton John.
Oh man. Doctor Strange. Currently being played by Mr. Wondersnatch himself. I don't know his actual name. What's his name? You know him.
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't think you got that right still.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So my pick, I don't know about yours, but my pick for that is Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's Doctor Strange. Could you see that?
Gary Oldman.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch has too young of a face to play Doctor Strange. I just feel like you need a little bit more of a wiser Doctor Strange, because I feel like Doctor Strange is one of the wisest heroes in that bunch. And I can't think of any like where Wolverine and Spider-Man and all of them have their immature moments. I don't think Doctor Strange really ever has. It's very mature.
So you want like Michael Caine?
Who's Michael Caine?
He played. He's been in everything.
Give me one thing.
Was
he in Fight Club?
No, he was in the latest Batman movies as Alfred.
Oh,
wasn't that?
No.
Oh no, that's not Michael. No, isn't that?
That's
Michael
Keaton, isn't it?
No, Michael Keaton wasn't there. Was it?
Hold on.
He was in one. I thought he was in one of the Batmans. He was in what's the other movies? Goldmember, or the Austin Power movies as Austin Power's dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Isn't he?
Yeah, he was Alfred. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so.
Alfred is okay. Yes, Michael Caine is Doctor Strange.
What? He goes
His
from
hands are already
from butler to super.
His hands don't get fucked up. He just has arthritis. He goes in to get some pills for arthritis and just gives him superpowers.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Oh no. Tommy Lee Jones isn't in anything yet.
How about the foreign dude? I can't remember his name from No Country for Old Men. They do the really thick accent.
Oh my god, no.
I don't know why he just came to mind. Any picks for that?
For Doctor Strange?
For Doctor Strange.
Not really.
Besides Michael Caine.
Well, I mean, the studio went out of their way to get Benedict Cumberbatch. So, I mean, they pretty much had him from the beginning.
Okay. Next up is Batman v Superman. You got quite a large cast here, and I think it could only be made better by Vin Diesel playing Batman.
He's already Groot, so
but he doesn't do he's not casted as Groot. Like, well, let me rephrase that. He's not doing anything as Groot.
He made $20 million as Groot.
He sits there and just says Groot.
No,
and then
that's
it.
Groot.
I am Groot. But he also I don't know. But he has no lines. I'm sure he could just go in there like 30 minutes between like a coffee break run to Starbucks and just say I am Groot in like 30 different ways and be like, hey, peace guys, have fun with this movie, and then he leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he can go and be Batman for Batman v Superman. Alright? You have what's his name playing nice big pudgy Batman, and Anthony hates that. Who's the guy playing right now as Batman?
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. I'm terrible
He's
with
not
names.
pudgy.
He's not bulky.
He said his suit makes him look pudgy.
Okay. But he's not the bulkiness that we want from Batman. Vin Diesel has got the muscle to play Batman. And he doesn't even need to change his voice to have that characteristic Batman thing.
The thing
he already sounds like a grizzled motherfucker. All right?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that he is supposed to be sort of like the James Bond type thing. He's supposed to be able to be the playboy side plus the Dark Knight side.
Have you seen Man on Fire? He can play the playboy side of things.
Well, if you're going to do that, then let's do Denzel Washington. Let's have a black Batman.
I'm just so sick of Denzel Washington.
Well, I love Denzel Washington.
No. But Vin Diesel is Batman.
Eddie Murphy.
He already has the... What you doing, Superman?
That was more Chris Tucker.
Why are you destroying my city?
That was more Chris Tucker, but okay. I just don't.
You killed my wife and stuff.
I just don't want to see like Gerard Butler doing it or Bradley Cooper doing it, just because they're in frickin' everything now. Every time you turn around, there's a new Gerard Butler or Bradley Cooper movie.
Oh yeah, Bradley Cooper. What did I just see him? Is he in The Proposal?
What's The Proposal?
With fuck, I don't remember.
Oh, with Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
No, that's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
He's Deadpool.
Okay. Damn. All right.
Anyway, move on to the
Eddie
next
Murphy
movie.
is Batman. I still can't get over that.
All right, next movie.
I can't. All right. Someone please make that. Gambit. I got two choices for this again. So Edward Norton.
Like him, but he was already the Hulk.
Yeah, but that was a terrible movie. We gotta give Edward Norton another chance.
I like that one better than the first one. I didn't like the first Hulk. That was just stupid.
With Lou Ferrigno?
No, not the TV show. The first movie.
Okay, I don't know if I ever saw that one.
The one with Elizabeth Conley and the hell's his name? Can't remember.
Lou Ferrigno.
But no, that's the TV. That's the 1970s TV show. I'm not talking about the TV
Eddie
show.
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, yes. No,
I'm mad.
It was just really because they did like horrible CGI work in that, and most of the movie is just him jumping around in a desert and like being pissed off. It's just I don't know. It was a horrible movie. I haven't seen it in years just because I try to forget about it.
So camera pans up. Edward Norton's in a graveyard.
Oh
and
my
he's
God.
dressed as Gambit.
Why is this
and they
always...
pan across.
Why is this always in a graveyard? Johnny Depp as Gambit.
Ooh.
Johnny Depp playing Gambit, but as the Willy Wonka.
Oh, I was gonna say as the
or as the Mad
Jack
Hatter.
Sparrow.
As the Mad Hatter.
Oh man.
No,
I don't know what I like better.
He's in too much crap too.
But it's a serious choice. This is probably one of the only. Okay, I have two serious choices on here.
All right.
Well, actually, I don't know. I can kind of see all these on there, but Jared Leto, I could totally see.
Yeah, but once
he's already Joker in the Suicide Squad.
Once Suicide Squad takes off, he's gonna get his own movie, I'm sure.
But I could totally,
because from what I can tell, he looks good as the Joker. He's gonna get his own movie, and they'll put that off, or they'll have him in the next Batman movie or something.
Well, they're already talking. I don't know if it was confirmed yet or not, but they are talking about doing like an origin story for Joker. I believe. I could be wrong.
So he's not going to be able to. No, I think even though it's happened a couple of times because Ryan Reynolds has played different superheroes, and Chris Evans has played different superheroes because he was in the Fantastic Four and now he's Captain America.
Now who did it? Hold on.
I think you should be one and done. You get to be one superhero, pick who you want, and you're done. You don't get to move around and play a bunch of different superheroes.
But the problem is that, like, so many times these superhero movies come out, like Fantastic Four, the new one, came out and sucked.
Yeah.
And those actors, in general, don't necessarily suck. So if one of them wanted to be recasted, like the girl who played Miss Fantastic, who's freaking incredibly hot, you want to recast her as someone else in another superhero movie, I'm okay with that. I will forgive her for the terrible written movie, because it's not her fault. By the way, it's Channing Tatum playing Gambit apparently in the new Gambit movie. He'll be in X-Men Apocalypse and the new Gambit movie.
Although they did a side-by-side comparison of one of the drawings of Gambit and Channing Tatum, and it actually looked pretty close.
Yeah, but I could totally see Jared Leto. Again, he's already Joker. But I could totally see him as being Gambit.
Nicolas Cage as Gambit.
I can't do a Nicolas Cage impression.
Morgan Freeman as Gambit.
I can't do it. I
can't do Morgan Freeman either.
Not on the spot. Not right now. Bill Cosby is Gambit.
Yeah, he's got some legal issues to get through first. Sorry. Why don't we just Jared from Subway as Gambit?
He throws sandwich toppings. He's got a deck of sandwich toppings. Just like a whole stack of salamis.
Pepperoni,
Throwing them off. Yeah. All right. Finally here, pull my list back up. On to Suicide Squad. All right. For the part of Harley Quinn, again, another serious choice I think would work really well. No, I like the actress they have playing her right now.
I don't like your choice.
So you know it is. Okay. I like the actress that they have playing her now. She's very hot. Perfectly fine. I just don't think she doesn't scream crazy to me. She screams bombshell. It's great for a poster cover. Great to get the guys in because they want to see the hot girl. But if you want someone to actually play crazy, you get in Helena Bonham. Helena Bonham?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Helena Bonham Carter, all right? So she played the wife of Sweeney Todd.
Right.
She played back to Fight Club. She played the crazy girl
every
in
movie
Fight Club.
with Johnny Depp ever.
She's played in every movie with Johnny Depp. So she just plays crazy in every movie she's ever been in. And that's just what at least every movie I've seen her in, every movie I can think of. She just plays crazy perfectly. And she's an amazing actress, and she wouldn't be the pick. She'd be the best pick for the character.
Right,
it may not be the best
in
pick
that
to get
movie
people to
though,
watch it.
they're all young, up and coming. Like hero, villain, hero, whatever you want to call them, anti-heroes or whatever.
But this is the first time we're seeing Harley Quinn, all right? An iconic female villain. Do you want it to be as seen as like the bombshell girl, or do you want it to be...
But that's how she's always depicted in all the comics and all the cartoons and everything else.
True.
She's the young sidekick. You can't have her... I don't know.
But I could totally see them doing that so just perfectly showing...
You could do... If you're going to do that, then do Jennifer Lawrence. She plays crazy well.
Ooh,
She's already Mystique.
What she played crazy though? What movie has she been crazy?
She does
Mystique
crazy in a
wasn't
lot of
crazy.
stuff, though. But she did. What was that movie? I don't know. I've seen. I didn't see the movie, but Joy. She like does this weird screaming thing in a clip I saw, and then I can't remember the other movie with Amy Adams and Bradley Cooper. Christian Bale.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember. She just, I don't know. She just does crazy for me.
Oh, I'm looking that up. Again, that she would be hot, but I'm just thinking like perfect crazy. I feel like Helena.
Yeah, but you still need that kind of young female.
Yeah, true. And this one,
American Hustle.
Okay. If they do a future movie that's later on in time, and they decide they want to do a recasting for an older Harley Quinn,
right? Plus,
give my girl Helena a call. All right.
Plus, she's already done a lot of action movies because she's been in the X-Men movies. She's done the Hunger Games movies. So she's done a couple of other ones. She's done horror movies. She's done everything.
Okay.
So she's got a wide range. I think she could do well with that.
Who?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence. Okay.
Yeah. She's more action to me than a lot of these other people.
You want Jennifer? The only way I'm gonna let you have Jennifer Lawrence is if the camera pans up and you're in a graveyard, all right?
Oh
and Jennifer Lawrence walks in, and it pans across some tombstones, and it shows the girl from the Suicide Squad, and she's dead, and her name's on the tombstone. This is the new Harley Quinn, all right? And Helena's dead too, apparently. All right. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's on that note. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this week's podcast, this week's Pride Show. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you tuning in. And we'll see you again next week. We're about to go off and film a Debate the Hate, our new Debate the Hate, with our man Pikachu Naruto guy. All right, so make sure you check out his channel and check out the Debate the Hate from him. It should be out next week. So next week on Wednesday. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
And it's basically 3 strikes and you're out. They can take down the website.
Exactly, 3 strikes and they can take down your entire channel.